This week on Dine and Wine, we've got a layered barbecue bacon dip. It's got two types of cheeses, tomatoes, and the biggest thing is bacon. Everybody will love you, except your arteries. Hey guys, thanks for joining us again for another Untitled Winery Dine and Wine. Oh my gosh, I forgot to make the dip for the party. How many times has that happened to you? A lot, right? Well, I've got a super easy dip to make today, and it starts out with cream cheese. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna start this out. This is called a layered barbecue bacon dip, okay? You're gonna take about a pound of cream cheese, 2 8-ounce blocks of cream cheese. You're gonna take a packet of ranch seasoning, easy, mix that together, and when you get that all mixed together, you're gonna layer it on the bottom of a pan like that. Look at that, look how thick that is, isn't that amazing? This is awesome just by itself on a bagel, but we're gonna make this into a dip. So we've got that on the bottom. Next thing we're gonna do is we're going to take a little bit of our Muscadine barbecue sauce. We make that here at Untitled Winery. You can buy it online or at one of our 2 locations. You're going to take some of that and you're just going to pour that right on top. And this stuff is thick. So pour that on top and get as much as you like. I like a lot of barbecue sauce. That tang of that Muscadine is going to go really well with all of these ingredients we have here. Take that, spread it out a little bit, kind of get it layered on top of that cream cheese mixture you got on the bottom there. And again, if you like a little bit more, add a little bit more. I'm not going to use a whole bottle, but I used, looks like I used about 3/4 of that bottle there. So we've got that, and that is all spread out. That looks amazing, Wilbur. All right, so we got that. Yeah, that looks good. Now, we're going to take a little bit of bacon. Now don't use all this bacon because you want a little bit left over because we're going to add a little bit more in a minute. But you just want to get a little bit of that all spread out on top of that barbecue because that barbecue sauce and that bacon going together is just, it's to die for. All right, so there we go. That'll do for right now. And we're going to use the rest of that later, like I said. Now, next ingredients, what you can do this either way you want. You can either take your green peppers first or your tomatoes first. I prefer the green peppers first because I like those tomatoes popping through when we add that cheese. So let's put some of these green peppers on top of our bacon. Get them spread out a little bit there. There we go. And might be a little easier next time if I just pick them up out of there instead of pouring them on. So there's a tip. So there we go. We got our green peppers on there. Now let's add our tomatoes. And add all these tomatoes. We've got about 2 tomatoes here diced up. Just put those on top like that. You want those spread out pretty evenly also. And that is looking amazing, guys. I'm telling you, the smell, I smell that barbecue sauce. If you've never had our Muscadine barbecue sauce, it's got that Muscadine taste with a little bit of tartness in there. I love the stuff. It's good on just about anything. It's really good on hot dogs, believe it or not. And we look good there. Let's just pour the rest of those on there. And the last thing that we want to add before we put our cheese on top is we want to add the rest of that bacon. So let's get that bacon out of there. And at this point, just layer that sucker on there. You want that bacon super thick because that's going to give you a lot of that flavor. You've already got some underneath there. There we go. And you can still see those tomatoes through there. And then we're going to add our cheese, because everybody loves cheese. Now you're not going to bake this. This is just going to be a cold dip, and it's really good. I'm telling you. If you want to use this, say you're going to watch some football with the guys one Saturday, and you know, I know some of you guys don't like to cook all that much. This is an easy thing to do where you're not having to cook, but it's, you know, really easy to make. So there we go. We got our cheese. So we got our cream cheese on the bottom. We got some cheddar cheese on top. And that looks good. Now, you can do this several different ways. You can use any kind of crackers you want. Or you can actually take this, said earlier about spreading this on a bagel, you could actually do that with this whole thing. Just take a scoop of that, put it on top of a bagel. That would be really good. Maybe put it underneath the broiler before you eat that bagel too. That would be really good. But I'm going to use our crackers that we make here. These crackers are onion garlic flavored crackers. These things are amazing. We're going to take a little bit of our dip here. That just looks awesome, guys, I'm telling you. And we want to get a little bit of everything on there. There we go. I got some tomatoes. I got some of the bacon, some of that cheese, cream cheese. Everything's on that. And I'm going to taste this. That's falling right off of there. Oh, my tomato fell off. Let's throw a tomato back on there. I got to have a tomato. There we go. All right. Guys, taste this. It's good. That bacon and that barbecue sauce mixed together. Salty, sweet, a little bit tart. Cheddar cheese on top. I just got a green pepper. I'm telling you, that is amazing. You guys are going to love this. It'll work at any party you go to throughout the year, anytime. Check it out. Easy to make. Thanks for joining me today. We'll see you next time. But until then, stay safe. See you on the other side. Frank?